Sorry for lack of Chaos Code stream. Apparently they aren't streaming it, unfortunately. The only way you can watch it is you have to be at the event. It's on a demo build, and unfortunately, yeah, they're not streaming it or doing any footage. There was like ones that did some small camera footage, but it's not like last time where they actually were streaming it directly from the computer. Unfortunately, yeah, there won't be any Chaos Code stream. I've been looking around to see if I can find it, but I haven't found shit. So, not much I can do about that. So, hopefully, maybe somebody will get something. I can stream it tomorrow or something. We'll see. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. I don't really care about the normal tournament or anything like that. I just want to see the new game. But like I said, I was supposed to. I really wanted to watch it, but unfortunately, there's no footage. So that last event we saw, where they actually streamed it on the main stage, that was actually cool. I was hoping you could have saw that again. A little bit, I figured it would have been a little clearer sound, not as much noise. But unfortunately, so, too bad, so sad, I guess. Bought a couple games Saturday. Bought Komaju, Romelian, Desnos 1 and 2 for really, really cheap. Get it for like, I got both of them for like $12, so it was really cheap. And then I bought Before the Night for like 7. I do want to buy Metal, the Metal games, Heavy Singer or whatever. That game looks sick. Like, I really want to play that. That game looks like it'd be good as shit. Hopefully they fix the glitches. They had a lot of patches since last week. Should work a lot too. They did like, I think overall like 10 or 11 patches so far. Settings, control. That's cool, actually, it cycles through the connect to get those and stuff. I like that. Download doesn't save. Should be able to get my files from I'm sorry, the vinyl should be fixed. I should have go to the store. So it's over. It's over. See what they want to show. Nope, it's still over show. It's still over show. So the other day didn't fix it, or I just never really got it. Let me see. found it. Let's go down. Let's find this one. So that we can come in the wrong chest. I was trying like one chest. Oh, shit. You don't mind. They just don't. Okay, no, they just do it. 22, 22, 18? Yeah, 22 and 18. So it's it's cool that they make that separate. It's now you just go to the battle between that. If you want to talk to them, just see it's really your perception. That's pretty cool. There is nothing anymore. It's clear. Yeah, everything's fine. This file is 100%. This should be good. I think everything's finished. And it's 100%. Really hope they make DLC for this one. Like $45 to get it. I haven't done this one all the way. I'll be honest, I really don't want to have to regather everything just to get this thing out there. That's one thing I didn't like about this game. The one complaint I have about this game is the subsequent playthroughs don't really change much. You're basically playing the exact same game. Nothing changes. You don't get any fights, new areas. The only thing that changes is just the very few select dialogues. Very few select dialogue ports and stuff. Like, you see, like, minor things change here and there. Like, see an extra cutscene. But that's as far as it goes. We really don't get, like, a whole new experience. I think the first game was more elaborate on that. Actually I think you got a few different areas and actually different bosses. But yeah, this one, it's exactly the same. So, I'm pretty sure that's how they shaved off a lot of time. Because they're like, oh, we can just use the same exact layout for all 4 characters and not have to change anything. So it kind of makes the game, you know, your playthroughs are not as, you're not as willing to play through it again. After about 2 times, you kind of grab it. When you 100% your file 2 times, it's kind of done. But each playthrough is like a good amount different. I'd actually want to play every single character since they're all the same. It's not really interesting to me enough to keep playing through it multiple times. I'll play through it again another time, but yeah, I think as of now, I've already 100% of these games bit, so fair enough. Fun. Yeah, also to making some health changes. I need to go on a diet. I really need to stick with it. Found out I have anemia, so it's fine. Something I have to check. Luckily, it's nothing serious, but it's just one of those. Doctor's like, yeah, you really need to start making lifestyle changes because you're getting older and stuff like this is going to start popping up and it's going to make your life like really uncomfortable. So, definitely need to make better. A little more snacking, more water, more exercise. I need to make changes, so I'm still going to stream like on the weekends. I think what I'm going to do during the day, I think I need to exercise more. So I need to really kick myself in the ass and go some more exercise. I think I need to go biking and stuff like that, like for like 30 minutes a day on top of my walking, just to get like an hour and some change to doing physical activity and then eat better. Just cut down my intake by like at least half. Just need to do it for myself. I keep seesawing with this, like, I hate feeling tired and stuff. Like, I'm not tired now. I actually feel pretty good. But I did find out that the reason why I've been feeling tired lately is because of the meat. Like, you know, it's like I get sleepy for no reason. Because my iron levels are low, so now I need to start to get iron supplement and start to take better care of my health. It's just something I need to do. It's definitely something that I've been neglecting. Check one thing. But yeah, you're gonna see me get a little bit more healthy. I need moderate changes. Like I said, just a little bit more exercise, you know, less on the eating. Don't eat late at night, you know, just eat better, you know, don't snack so much, and then water, stuff like that. But yeah, it's amazing how much better you feel when you eat right. You actually have a good diet instead of just eating a lot of junk food because I do that. I eat like chips, cookies, ice cream and stuff like that. It's not good for you, and you're having it a lot. So I need to like just minimize it. It's like you can have a cookie, just have like a cookie. Don't have 10 cookies because I'll do that. I will stuff a whole package of cookies in my mouth, and I'm like, yeah, that's not good for you. And then ice cream, instead of a bowl of ice cream, just have a cup of ice cream. That's like significantly less. It's like way less calories, sugar. Or substitute, I'm probably gonna start, eating more yogurt, more salad. Um, Definitely just need to eat healthier. More oatmeal for my iron. I have to take vitamins. It's things I have to change. So I think that's gonna be something that's gonna be part of my regimen now, just to eat healthier. Because getting older, so it's getting more difficult to taking care of yourself because it's a pain in the ass. Let's switch over to for the night. So I want to be that game, but yeah, I'm gonna put Freedom Planet away for now. I think I'll jump back on it like later down the road. Like I said, it's a great game. I had so much fun playing it last week. I was enjoying it so much. But I noticed the second playthrough wasn't doing as much for me. I was like, I already know what to do. I didn't already know all the secrets. All I was really looking for was the dialogues changes, and I was like, man, that's the problem when you 100% a game. You kind of like get your full enjoyment out of it, so you've already done what you want to do. Unless you're trying to perfect it. And I'll be honest, I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to find records because I did all that work on the first playthrough. Do not want to do it again. It's like I already did it. Wish there was like a new game plus where you could just play through another character so you don't have to re-get shit. I think that would have been nice, just so you can experience the story with just another character instead of having to redo everything you did before. It's like, oh, you need to, I don't mind beating the levels, but just collecting all the shit again. And it's like, I don't want to collect all the records and stuff. I don't want to do that again. It's just crappy. Yeah, there's no chaos code stuff. And unfortunately, the demo. I think they already closed the CO Talk was already closed for the night. It closes at 10 o'clock, so there won't be any more footage. I'm trying to find any footage online, but I am not finding anything. I'm looking right now, I don't see any footage. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think anybody did, unless they were like blocking people from doing it. They're like, hey, don't record it. No, okay. Well, that kind of sucks. That kind of ruined my weekend a little bit. I was like, oh man, I wanted to watch people play the game. But it didn't seem like many people were playing it anyway. It just didn't seem like people really cared much about it. but I do know that there was some drama going on over there. There seemed like a lot more. Found out that one of the guys that's leading it is. What's up, Crythorn? How you doing? What brings you here? Like, I'm kind of surprised you're in here. Aren't you normally in Yom stream, dude? Like, you don't really come in here, do you? I mean, aren't you normally in Yom stream? Unless I'm mixing you with somebody else, my apologies. Okay, maybe I'm. You know what? Your name looks similar to another person. His name's Nyam. He's like one of my friends that I watch. You have a similar name to one of his friends, I think. I'm sorry if I'm misreading your name. My apologies. Yeah, okay, so that was you. That's what I mean. I was kind of like, usually you're always in his stream, so kind of surprised to see you in mine. Oh, I see. No, I never really see you in my stream because I figure you're Meow's friend, you know. So I figure you're more see him than me. I was like, I don't play anything that you're probably interested in. Because you're always like talking to Meowster. Yeah, I've seen you like a few times I think in here, just very 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 few times. Like you're or either that or you're just in the background. You don't say anything. Oh, okay, that's why. Oh, it's because of the time. That's why. Oh, I see. That's understandable. Because what UK? Is that what? You're UK, so yeah. I mean, well, also I don't stream during the week anymore. I stopped streaming on the weekdays. I only stream on the weekends now. So if it's not weekends, I don't stream unless I'm off. Now, if I'm off because off from work, if I'm off from work, I'll stream. But if I'm working my normal sorry 5 to 2 shift, yeah, you won't see me stream during the week. So normally, like I said, when I'm working my 40 hours, I just stream on the weekends. Unless I have something to do, or if I have an event to go to, like this weekend, I'm out, like during the day and the afternoon, I'm usually out doing errands. So I was up since 8:30 this morning, no 8 o'clock. Since 8 o'clock, and I've been out until 5, so I was out for 9 hours, just doing errands. Then tomorrow I gotta go I gotta go see my eye doctor. Do an eye exam on me, and then I'm gonna go do some exercising tomorrow. I need to, I'm trying right now. I'm going through some lifestyle changes because I've been having some health issues. So it's nothing like majorly serious health issues. It's just I need to make changes in my lifestyle. So that's another reason why I've been not streaming during the week because I don't need to because there's really no reason to. So I'm trying to make time for things I need to do. Like obviously I've been exercising more. I need to eat better. So I'm gonna start doing more walking and more biking because oh I know, I know that. Believe me, I'm aware, man. Trust me. I went to my see my doctor today, and she was telling me that I need to. I'm overweight, unfortunately. I'm a big guy, so but I have anemia. I found out. So I don't know if you know what that is. Basically, it means your red blood cell count is lower than it should be. So it's what produces oxygen for you, to live. So when your red blood cell count is low, you don't get enough oxygen to your body, so you tend to get tired. So, and I've been feeling lethargic lately, and I finally found out why I've been feeling lethargic. And my dad was telling me, and my mom was telling me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get tired when you have anemia." Luckily, it's just a small case; it's not very severe. but it is something I have to keep in check now. So I definitely have to eat more iron. I have to have more iron in my diet. I gotta be more active. I know that's one thing. I'm not active enough. Not tuberculosis. I don't have tuberculosis. That's the when you cough up blood. That's no. It's not that. I don't have that. No, anemia is like I said. One of the famous anime characters that has anemia is what's her name? Patsui from Toho. If you ever watched Toho, you know that character, the librarian. She has anemia. So anemic people tend to get really tired. So they'll get sleepy for no reason. Yeah, not. I don't have TB. Jesus God, no. I don't have that. Not that bad. No, I have a life form of anemia. It's iron deficient anemia. So it's something that can be fixed. It's just they want to figure out why I'm deficient because they said that you're either the only thing they can think of is either one I'm bleeding somewhere. I don't know where I'm bleeding. They're trying to figure that out. Or two, it could just be poor diet. They said it could be just I'm guessing it's the latter. So I feel really good right now. Actually, I've been eating better. I've been taking iron pills. Um, I made a change since yesterday. So I do feel a lot better. I definitely have more energy. Because normally before I was like, I'll sleep for like 8, 9 hours and still be tired. Like I'll have to take another nap. But now it's like I didn't sleep. Fortunately, I only slept 4 hours last night, so I know I'm gonna be sleeping a lot tomorrow to catch up on my sleep. But yeah, believe me, when you eat right and you sleep properly, like man, your energy levels are way higher. So I gotta get things in order. Nah. I gotta. I actually eat meat. I'm actually. I'm trust me. I'm not one of those vegans or nothing. I love meat. I'm big on steak and stuff. I love chicken, pork, but meat definitely is my favorite. I love steak. But I have to eat more veggies, more grains and oats, more beans. Obviously, I eat a lot of oatmeal now. I've been trying to get my diet more on oatmeal. Because oatmeal's really good for you. So probably one of the best breakfast foods you can eat. It's got a lot of iron and it's good for your heart. Lowers cholesterol. Oh yeah, I know. I know red meat is full of iron. Yeah, I'm very aware. Right now I'm taking iron supplement. I'm taking iron pills. Right now I'm just testing it to see how much I need. Basically, my doctor's keeping an eye on me. She says, "Hey, I'll see you back in 4 months, and we'll check you up again and see how you're doing." She wants me to do like stool tests, urine tests, blood tests. Wants to make sure I'm not bleeding from my urinary tract or from my rectum. So if I'm not bleeding in those areas, more than likely it's just a deficiency, meaning like a poor diet. Um, it's not because of uh, it's not because of bleeding. Yeah, I asked her if she thinks this is severe, and she goes, "No, it's not that bad. Because we caught it early, and that's good." She says we should be able to fix this. So she doesn't think it's a serious thing. She thinks that you just need to make a change, and it's like you got to do something because if you just let yourself go to hell, it's gonna get worse, and then you're really gonna start feeling like shit. And I know what it's like to feel tired all the time. Like this is not the first time I've been anemic. Like I've had multiple episodes. So, and there was time where I was taking care of myself, and man, I never got the episode for months, like 6, 7 months straight. I was taking care of myself. I never got an episode. So, I was wondering like why I was getting tired, but it's when I noticed when I was getting anemic, tired, it would always be when I eat poorly. So it's possible it's just I'm just eating bad and I'm not getting the proper nutrients I need, that my body needs to function properly. because she was asking me like, "Oh, are you seeing blood in your urine, blood in your stool?" And I told her, "No, never. Like I never see that. Like she's like, is your blood, is your stool black or do you see red in it? Like blood, like it's bleeding inside of it, or obviously when you pee blood, you're obviously gonna know that. But yeah, I told her I don't know. Like so, I don't think it's bleeding. I think it's just poor diet. So it's just I gotta change. So I wanna test this out and see how it is. And in 4 months she comes back, oh, you look great. She's like hoping I want to stick with it so that way when I come see her next time, she'll notice how much of an improvement I am. She goes, oh no, you're fine. You just gotta, just gotta eat better. Take care of yourself. Because I notice when you're getting older, you're when you're young, you get away with it. When you're young, your body you can cheat a lot. You're like, yeah, I'm okay, but when you're getting older, your body needs those nutrients, so if you don't get proper, vitamins and minerals, you're not going to be feeling too good. Yeah, like I said, look, I gotta see. We'll look and see what the problem is. So, like I said, I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna do my stool and urine test. See if she finds anything. She'll let me know if she comes up positive or negative. And then from there she'll say. Then she wants me to see I forgot a neurologist or basically a blood doctor. So she wants me to make sure that he's okay. Because he would know better. But more than likely, she'll probably tell me like, yeah, you need to work on your iron, like your iron's low. Because the thing is, I used to donate a lot of blood. Like, I would donate to Red Cross like every 2 months because I have a rare blood type, and I had not had any anemia issues for all those 8 times I did it, like 16 months. I haven't had any anemia. But then it just happened all of a sudden. But I wasn't experiencing the tiredness I was recently. So it could have just happened all of a sudden. Just all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, now it's catching up with you, and you're eating poorly is starting to reflect on your health. So, oh, I agree. Yeah, I know. I definitely need more care and love. I definitely need to treat myself better. I get, when you get lazy, man, you want to just not do anything. And I don't, I need to stop feeling that way because you just don't have any energy. You don't want to do anything. You just want to sit down and sleep or just be lazy. And I realize that, but it's funny when you go out and do stuff, you actually feel more energetic. Oh, you're banned from giving blood because of surgeries. Oh, man, that kind of sucks. I mean, I donate blood because I want to be that good Samaritan. Because in case I ever need blood, someone will give it to me because I was help somebody in need. They can help me in return. But that's if that ever happens. I mean, if it doesn't, no big deal. But I mean, I'll go back to. I will go back to giving blood. I just think right now, as of now, I can't. I can't do it. I have to get myself back in better health. Once I'm in good health and my iron levels are good, I can, start donating blood again. But that isn't going to happen until at least January. I got to get the okay from my doctor before she says, she told me, I don't, no more donating blood. Don't do that anymore. Because until we get this fixed, she says you got to stay with it. So I pretty much had to cancel all my appointments and say, hey, you guys gonna have to go without me. Say my dad's the same way. He has anemia too, and he can't donate blood. So because he's got low iron. So and my mom has it too. It's like wow, everybody in the family has it. So it's just, but a lot of times it's just poor diet. It's all iron based deficiency, so it's just poor diet. Like my mom doesn't eat a lot of iron. She doesn't eat a lot of meat. My dad doesn't eat much. That's probably why he also. And I don't eat a lot of iron based stuff very much. I'll have a steak here and there. Don't get me wrong. I'll have red meat, but I don't have red meat that much. much. Like it's not that often. Like I have it maybe once a week, maybe twice a week at most. But like I eat a lot of grain bread, so which isn't good for diabetes. Unfortunately, that's like bad for you. I love bread though. It's one of my weaknesses. I love bread. No, they won't. Yeah, they test your blood when you donate blood. Always test you. Not, well, the doctor told me that iron deficient anemia is not hereditary. It's just something. It's just poor diet or bleeding. It's usually that. It's never hereditary. That particular type of anemia. It's not like I have sickle cell anemia or anything. That's hereditary. So it's because of poor diet. I know I have a poor diet. I know I do. Believe me, I know I eat poorly. So it doesn't surprise me that I have some sort of deficiency because I don't eat proper nutrients. So now I'm taking vitamins. I need to eat better. I just need to obviously treat myself better. They have a lot of junk food. I eat a lot of junk food. I'll eat chips and cookies, ice cream, soda. Well, I drink diet soda. I don't drink regular soda. I can't. If I drank soda the way I did diet soda, shit, I'd be diabetic. Easy shit. But I need to start drinking more water. I drink flavored water because I don't like water unless it's when I'm thirsty. Now, if I'm working out, I love water's great. Like when I get a nice workout and I'm sweating, water's the best. But when it comes to like drinking stuff around the house, I can't stand water. Water is like I hate it. I'll drink. I love tea. I love coffee. Um, I like I said, flavored water. I need something. I need taste. But yeah, I stay away from sugar drinks. I don't drink anything with sugar in it. I try not to. I pretty much stopped drinking normal soda. I don't really, yeah, I rarely drink anything with sugar in it. I don't like sugary drinks. I've gotten used to diet stuff. Anything with like no unsweetened or with like sucralose or something, I'll drink that. But even then, I don't like it that sweet. I don't I like coffee, but I don't like sugar in my coffee. Like I like cream in it, but I always drink coffee with sucralose. I put Splenda in it, just a little bit. I just need a little bit to offset the bitter taste. Like I love iced coffee, but I only get sugar-free iced coffee. I won't drink regular ice. It's too sweet. I feel like when I drink it, I'm just like, oh god, this is so fucking sweet. It's kind of nasty. So I just don't drink it. So stuff like that. But yeah, regular soda is way too sweet. It's like I drink it and I feel terrible. I feel awful drinking it. Like I drink it, and my body is just like, ugh. It's so fucking sugary. I can't stand it, man. I have to drink a diet. It has to be diet soda. Yeah. Oh, heart surgeries. Yeah, it's rough, dude. Yeah, you've had heart surgery. It's rough. Luckily, my heart's okay. I have a pretty healthy heart for the most part. Surprisingly for my size, I figured I'd have an enlarged heart. The only thing I do have a fatty liver, but overall, my liver is okay. Like I know they've done blood work on my liver and my kidneys, and they said everything's good. They said everything looks good. They said everything's normal levels. So like my organs are in very good health for the most part, except they say I have a fatty liver. That was the only thing, but that's because of poor eating. That's because I used to eat a lot of fast food. So obviously, even she said that I had to cut out the fast food. Don't eat so much. Just watch what you eat. Don't eat so much food I think that's another reason why I get the because I'm eating so much that my body's not taking it in. I'm just wasting calories. So I'm not getting, meaningful nutrition because if you just stuff yourself, your body's not going to absorb any of it. It just becomes all waste. So I think that's another reason why I need to cut down on my eating. So when I do eat, I get my body will properly absorb those nutrients that I need for the day. Because when you eat like 2 days worth of food, and I'll do that sometimes, I'll snack a lot. I'll eat a whole bag of chips, and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's not good. So it's controlling yourself. I have a control problem. I tend to I kind of get out of control. I'm not good with pushing myself away from the table. Because another thing is when you're bored, you tend to eat more. And I get bored, so I want to eat when I'm bored. But it's just a mental thing. I think once I get it licked, I just need to get used to doing it. But also another thing I need to do, and I keep telling myself this, but I just need to do it. When I'm hungry at night, I just need to drink something. I need to drink fluids because I think that's another. I don't drink enough fluids. I only drink like half what I'm supposed to. So I think I need to increase my intake on my fluids. So I don't think I get enough water and stuff like that in my body. So I think I need to just, when I think I'm hungry, I'm not hungry. I'm just thirsty. Oh yeah, I I should. I mean, they say it's good to eat multiple times a day. Just eat light meals, so your body, gets the workout to eat, but it's kind of like not a lot. So and then you eat little small meals. Like you say, like eat 6 small meals a day. I don't do that. I eat like 2 to 3 meals. It just depends. Like I eat breakfast. Of course, always eat breakfast. Always have a good breakfast. Always have some, have some orange juice. Something like that. Vitamin C. I know I don't get enough vitamin C in my body. I don't drink orange juice or apple juice that much. I need more. I definitely need more vitamin C. I need that. Um, yeah, breakfast, and then usually I'll have I should have like a light lunch, and then you have yourself dinner, and then just don't eat after a certain hour. Just don't snack. Don't like I shouldn't like right now I should not be eating at all, and I haven't been. I haven't eaten since like 8 o'clock. So I'm probably gonna stay up to like 3 in the morning. So I will not eat anything from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock at all. I will not put any food in my mouth. That's what I need to do. I need to just make that a habit. Not go to the kitchen. I need to push myself away from the table because it's just you get that urge, man. You can't control yourself, and you just start putting food in your mouth because you're bored. So it's tough, man. It's getting older stuff. I feel it. My body aches. I get tired easy. I don't have as much energy. My interest level in things are very low. It's a lot of factors. I mean, obviously, I feel better now. I just need to keep it up because I know I bet you if I did what I did, if I acted like I did today every day for the next 4 months, I'd probably lose 30 pounds. I'd lose 30 pounds easy. I would feel so much better. I'd be in better shape. I wouldn't be as tired. I'd be more. I could concentrate better. It's a lot of. I know the feeling. I've done this before, so it's just I want to keep it up. The problem is keeping it up. It's keeping it a routine. You get set in your ways, and then you kind of revert back to your old self because you start getting lazy. And I realized like, no, you can't get lazy. You have to keep. It's hard, man. It's really hard. Like, I need to lose about 130 pounds to be at my ideal weight. That's a lot of weight. 130 pounds is a lot of weight. But if I lost that 130 pounds, I'd probably feel like $1 million. I bet you, all my problems would probably go away. You know, I'd be way more energetic, maybe more responsive. I would just be in overall better condition. You know, I would, I know I'd sleep good. I would definitely have more energy to do things. Not feel lazy. Because I notice when I have good energy levels, I actually want to do things. I actually like, you know what, I'm gonna go walk, or you know what, I'm gonna go do some chores. Like I just do it because I feel the energy to do it. But when I'm lethargic and I don't want to do anything, all I want to do is sleep or just be lazy. And I shouldn't be doing that. I should be, you know, focusing on my health more. So it's not like I'm doing it hardcore. It's just making modifications. Even doctor says you don't have to go super hardcore. Just make an effort to change. She says eat less. Push yourself away from the table. Eat. Half is probably a bit extreme. Half of what I normally eat, probably eat like a third less than what I eat. That'd be more reasonable. Eat a third less. Only eat two-thirds of what you should eat, what you normally eat. Again, instead of doing, because I do 45 minutes of walking a day, spend an hour and a half. Take an extra 45 minutes. Do it 5 days a week. Do that. And then again, drink more water. Just don't eat, and then don't eat after a certain hour. Don't when it's nighttime, you don't snack, you don't eat food, you don't go to the fridge, you just drink. You can only drink things. Drinking's fine. But that's it. When it hits a certain hour, you just only fluids. Oh yeah, I know. I know yeah, I mean, I understand the tiredness. Like for me, it's more like I said. The reason I've been tired is because of the anemia. So it makes me sleepy. It's not that I am sleepy. It's just my body feels sleepy because my oxygen levels aren't as high as they should be. So your body needs to rest. But then if your anemia is really bad, you'll be resting all the time. You could sleep 12 hours and still feel tired. But I wouldn't be surprised if, that's why my mom and my dad feel the same way when they don't eat right. They get tired. So, again, it's just something I'm aware of now. I'm glad at least I know the answer now. At first, I didn't really say, oh, it's diabetes. You have diabetes. That's why you're getting so tired. And I said, I don't have diabetes. Like, I'm borderline. I'm like almost pre-diabetic. So I'm close, but that's another reason I want to change. I don't want to become diabetic, so I'm trying to prevent that. That's why I need to eat better. Because diabetes sucks. It's hereditary on both sides of my family. So, but luckily I don't have it yet. So I'm trying to prevent it. But yeah, it's basically staying like I had my blood sugar like really good. I think the lowest I had was like 5.5, which is excellent. 5.5 is really really good. But when I get in my sweet tooth mood, man, I shall jump it up to like 5.9, which is like yeah, because 5.8 to no 5.8 to 6.4 is pre-diabetes. And if you go past 6.4, you're diabetic. You're not getting away. You're not reverting back after that. It's pretty much they say once you reach that point, you're done. You can't never go back. You can only control it. So, but right now I'm at the phase where I need to watch it. Like basically like hey, watch what you eat. Be more active. Lose weight. So I just need to do it. I just need to see the one thing that bothers me. I think that's the biggest thing that makes me lose control is hunger. Because because when you get bored, you get hungry, or when you think you're hungry and you're not hungry, but you want to eat, and you're not. It's like I just had a meal. I just ate dinner. Like why should I? I shouldn't be hungry. And it's like it's mental, man. It's like no, you're not really hungry. Just your body's telling you that you're hungry. It's because of boredom or because of your habits. When it's like, no, you're not. You're actually not hungry. But when you eat right and you actually exercise, and I notice exercise lowers your appetite. When you're actually really active, you don't want to eat as much. You only eat when you actually need, you need energy. But yeah, when you're normally, yeah, you eat when you're having a lot of exercise. Yeah, you don't feel like eating. A lot of times I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I don't want to put anything in my mouth, and a lot of times it's just I want to drink water because it's like, oh, I'm really, I worked up a sweat, man, I can go for a glass of water. Which sounds good right now. It's the only time you'll see me like run for a glass of water. Yeah, I mean, it's just for me. It's just just I don't eat. Surprisingly, I don't eat that much sweets like sugars. Like I do like cake and cookies. I do, but I'll be honest. I kind of I know my limits because I'll start feeling crappy when I eat too much of that stuff. Like I'll eat something super sweet, like oh no, and I literally it kind of kills my mood for junk food. I don't want to eat anymore after that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. I don't want to put any more junk food in my mouth. So a lot of times I'll literally just be like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. I like ice cream, but yeah, I eat too much and it's just I don't like sugary stuff as much as I like more bitter stuff now. I don't like I don't crave chocolate too much. I'm not a big well, like I used to be, but yeah, I'm not a big chocolate person. Like sugar is not something I particularly like as much anymore. I'll eat things that have sugar in it, but I don't like a lot. Like I said, I like chocolate chip cookies. Like don't get me wrong, but I can't eat that many because it just makes me feel bad. Like ice cream. It's like I'll have a bowl of ice cream, and I'm just like, yeah, I shouldn't have eaten that. I need to cut back. Like I do like ice cream. Like I do like milk and stuff, but I realize ice cream has a decent amount of sugar in it. So obviously, I should just eat. Instead of eating a bowl of ice cream, I should just have a cup of ice cream. A cup of ice cream is way less. Just stuff like that. Just less intake. But yeah, I know I can correct this. I want to see improvement, and I want to see myself get out of this mess. Where I come back in 4 months, and my doctor's like, "Oh man, your numbers are great. Like you look amazing. Like you really changed something." And then she can get off my back and be like, "Hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I'll see you in 6 months." That's really what all I want to see at this point. I just want to get all the tests done. Everything comes back negative, and she looks at my numbers. They look good, and then I come back in 4 months, and she's like, "Nah, you're good. Just come see me in your usual 6 months." That's honestly all I want. Once that hits, I'd be like, even if I was only losing like a pound every 2 weeks or something, I'd be fine with that. It's just getting into that routine where I don't think about it. I just do it. Because that's the thing is when you I don't it's easier when it becomes second nature. When you're part of your regimen every day, where you don't even think about it, that's that's how you know you have it licked. Because it's just natural. You just do it. You don't have to force yourself to do it. You just do it. And then the doing it the taking the first step is usually the hardest. It's like exercising. You want to go ride a bike, just do it. You do it one time, it gets way easier each time because you'll just do it. Your body will start craving it, and you'll start doing it. I know that for a fact. So if I literally went out, to the gym and started riding the bike for 30 minutes, and then next day I'll do it again. I'm like, oh, that was easy, and then it starts getting easier. Okay, and then you start pushing yourself. Okay, let me make it a little harder. But I have a lot of time now, so I don't play games during the week anymore. So it frees up a lot of time for me to spend it on doing other things, which I should be doing. Ideally, I should be going to bed like at 4 in the morning, just chill after work for like an hour or two, go to bed, get up at like 11 o'clock, eat a nice breakfast, and then go do biking at like noon to 12:30, and then I go come back home, take a little rest, and then I go do my walk with my dad from 2 to 3, and then after that, I chill and then get ready for work. That's all I should be doing, and just eating right and just drinking more. That's how my regimen should be, Monday to Friday. And Saturday, I'm usually out doing errands. I'm usually running around, doing stuff, walking around, doing lifting and stuff. So I'm usually getting exercise that way. And then Friday, Saturday, I do that. Sunday through Thursday, I would do the walking and biking. So 5 days a week. Well, yeah, that's what I need to do. She made heart attack brownies. Yeah, I don't need that shit. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. The only thing I will say, one thing I do like eating, I love pizza. Like, pizza's so bad for you. It has so much cholesterol in it, oils and fats. Not good for you. I love cheese though. Cheese is hard to process. It's really hard to break down. Um, but yeah, pizza is one of my weakest foods. I have weakness for pizza. Pizza and ribeye steak are my favorite foods. Sushi too. I love sushi. I love fish. Fish is good for you. Just the rice, unfortunately, is not. It has starch in it, which turns into sugar. Yeah, but definitely sushi is a lot healthier than eating pizza for sure. I mean, at least you get all that tuna and stuff. That's really good for you. A lot of vitamin A, I think. Like brain food. I think that's what they call fish. That's cool. I used to be a dancer. For me, I never was like that when I was young. I'm not an outgoing person that way. I stay home. I'm usually keep to myself. I don't go out much. I'll go out if friends want to. Like if my friends like, hey, we're gonna go to a birthday party, I'll go. Sure. But I'll go if my friends say, let's go watch a movie or hey, we're gonna go out to dinner, and I'll go for sure. But as far as like going out and clubbing and shit, I don't do that crap. I'm not into that. I don't go anywhere really. I don't really do much. Like I'm pretty low key on stuff. Really, really low key on stuff. I just don't. I stay most of my entertainment is at I just stay at home, play games, watch anime, watch movies, make phone calls. I don't do much. I'm a pretty boring person per se. I'll talk to people if you get me going, but I usually don't go out of my way to talk to people. Oh, really? Why? Because of the heart surgery, you would be dead by 21. That's what they told you. Really? They thought you would only have your life was going to be that short. So, like, why did they say you won't live long? What's up, man? How you doing? We're just talking. Probably having some serious discussion with me. All my health and stuff, about my health and his health. So I have to make lifestyle changes for myself. So I'm trying to get back on track. You're gonna start seeing me make lifestyle changes right now. Gotta start treating myself better. So you'll see a new me. Hopefully, hopefully this new me sticks to me this time. I keep falling out with it. I'll get on track and then I fucking go back to my old habits. I need to stop doing that. I really, it's hard, man. It's really hard to stick with it. I need to though, just for my health. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to be that guy where you know, I have a bunch of health problems because I'm not taking care of myself. Well, but we just started, man. This is just today. So obviously it's the first day. Tomorrow will be another day. I said tomorrow I'm gonna, like I said, go get my doctor's appointment. And, I'll probably be back by 2, and then I'll probably go to the gym, go do some biking, um, or walking, one of the two. And then that'll probably be, I'll eat, eat my breakfast and probably eat a light lunch. I've got to start just cutting back, and then eating better foods, not just eating a lot of processed food. Well, that's what I mean. I told you that it needs to become habitual, where it just becomes second nature. You don't really think about it. You just do it. That's how you know you got it licked, where it just becomes habit. It will happen. Just I need to do it for myself. I told my dad knows what I'm going through. My roommate knows what I'm going. My mom knows what I'm going through. It's just they got to do it. Like I said, I've done it before. That's the thing. I've done it before. It's just I quit. Problem is, I'll do it for like 3 4 months and I give up and I start getting back in my old habits. 'Cause you start missing the junk food. You start missing just eating bad because you want to taste the nasty stuff. But you don't want to deprave yourself of it because if you deprave yourself, then you're gonna give up easier. So sometimes you have a cheat day. But even then, if I cheat, I just want to cheat a little, just a little bit. Like, let me cheat a little. Just let me, not a lot, just a little. Like if you want a cookie, go have a cookie. Just don't have a bunch of cookies. Because there's times, the problem is too, I tend to eat it when I see it. I'm a type of guy that if I see food, I'll eat it. So if there's no food around, I won't eat. So it prevents the temptation. Also, another habit I've been trying to do is when I get something from the fridge, let's say I have some snacks, I have some, wheat thins or something. I put a small amount in a bowl. So I don't, and I take the bowl with me. I don't take the whole bag. I put a small amount, but you keep the box in the kitchen. You just take the small bowl with you. I mean, you eat what's in the bowl. And then that way, when you're done, you don't, your brain's like, no, you had enough. You don't get any more. Like, you already had what you were going to get. No more. Because if I take the whole box, I'll eat the whole box in one sitting. That's not good for you. It's all that, breading, even though it's wheat, that's a lot of bread. Yeah, definitely being bad. Um, but also too, it's not, it's okay when you're really physically active. Let's just say I worked out like crazy, 2 3 hours a day. I'm doing walking and doing light brisk walking and doing treadmill and like biking, like pretty intensely. And I'm constantly moving around. Yeah, I'm gonna obviously need more food to um, utilize my energy, keep my energy levels up. So obviously you're gonna eat more. But when you're not as active, you shouldn't eat as much food because you don't need as much energy. You don't need to be eating extra food because that just turns into fat. So obviously I don't want to do that. So I think the biggest problem, like I said, is just me not snacking. That's a big one. I think that's my biggest problem is I like to snack. So I'm trying my best not to think about snacking. I'm just drinking fluids and that's it. Just don't snack at night. Don't snack at all. Stay away from it. Eat up till dinner time. Have like a light snack after dinner, if that at most. And then like around 8, 9 o'clock, you shouldn't be eating anymore for the next like 6 hours. You should not put any food in your mouth. Just put fluids. Drink fluids. When you're hungry, drink fluids. And that's what I need to do. See, honestly, when I had it licked, I wasn't getting any hunger cravings at all. I would, when I'm full, I admit I'm full. And it felt good because I didn't have to think about it. I was just full. Like, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anything. So I wouldn't eat. So I'd be like, hey, I ate what I need to. I don't need to put more food in my mouth. Rather than when you're bad and when you're not taking care of yourself, you get these hunger cravings because you're bored. So, and it's, you just go, oh, I'm going to go grab a snack and then grab another snack and then grab another snack. And that gets out of control. And the next thing you know, oh, you just ate 1,200 calories worth of snacks. That's just snacks. And then on top of the 3,000 calories you're eating food, that's 4,200 calories. That's a lot of food. Whereas, I should be eating probably about 2,500 calories a day. That's honestly, I think that's a good start for me. If I ate 2,500 calories, if I cut my calories down to that much a day, I would lose weight pretty fast. I'd probably lose like at least 2 pounds a week if I did that in the beginning. Probably for 3, 4 months, easy. Like I remember the first time I did it, I lost like 14 pounds in like 2 weeks. So it was most of it. Obviously, the beginning is water weight, like 10 pounds of water weight, and then 4 pounds of actual weight. So the beginning's easy. So I dropped 14 pounds, and then every week I was losing about a pound and a half, 2 pounds, which is perfectly healthy for somebody my size. But even my doctor said even if you lost a half a pound or a pound a week, that's healthy. As long as you keep going down, don't go up, go down. I do like tomatoes. I like tomatoes. I like broccoli. I love mushrooms. I eat lettuce, um, onions, bell peppers. Yeah, my favorite is by far mushrooms. After mushroom is probably tomatoes. After tomatoes, probably lettuce, and then broccoli. I also like spinach. Spinach is good. I have no problem eating that type of food. It's not that I won't eat it. Like you put it in front of me, I'll eat it. It's not that I don't like eating healthy food. I actually do. I just the thing is, we don't have a lot of healthy food in the house. It's very rare. No, it's good. No, tomatoes are good for you. Apparently, they have a lot of acid on them, but they're still a lot better for you than eating chips. You know, potato chips and stuff. Which I also have high blood pressure, so that's another reason why I shouldn't be eating stuff like potato chips and stuff because it goes against my blood pressure because my blood pressure. I had to take blood pressure medication because I have hypertension. So I'm taking 2 pills a day. I should be honestly not. It should be taken at least by one. If I was doing what I was doing before, I'd only be taking one a day. I know my doctor would be like, "Oh man, you don't need to take two. Just take one." I would cut down my dosage by half, but since I've been bad, I've been taking two. So, but yeah, I've had it licked before, man. I've had my blood pressure at perfect before, and my sugar level at perfect. I've done it before. A doctor was like, "Oh man, your health is amazing right now. You look amazing. Like you're still fat, but she goes, all your numbers look great." It's like that. Just keep it up. Like keep losing the weight. You know, it's basically what I wanted her to see next time she sees me. I want her to see that, where she's just like, hey, your numbers are good, your sugar level's great, you know, your blood pressure's perfect, you know, and you're just heavy. And it's like, just keep losing the weight. You're losing weight. You know, hey, you lost 30 pounds or whatever since I last saw you. Hey, you're looking great. And she wants to see, you know, she wants to see constant progress. You know, not me bouncing back and forth. Because you know, I've been like the lowest I've ever been recently is 318 pounds, and I jump up to 350, and I'm just like, oh, God. Because I get lazy. I'm just like, fuck, and then I gotta build it. It's just 3 4 months of work that I just put to waste, and I gotta redo it again. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, you can tell people that eat healthy. Yeah, they look good. Their skin's they have very smooth skin. You know, usually attractive. You know, they take care of themselves. You know, when somebody is not healthy, it's like a lot of times you see them and like, oh man, their skin looks really poor. Or, you know, flaky skin, very oily. I have oily skin, so I my face does not look healthy. Like you can tell, like, yeah, you eat poorly, don't you? I'm like, yeah, like I have a lot of oil on my skin. But yeah, when I used to eat healthy, man, like, I improved everything. My hair, everything got so much better. But it's just I gotta do it, man. Like I know I obviously my mind right now is in the mood. I just want to maintain it. That's the problem with maintaining it. Just where you do it like a year later and you still feel exactly the same way about it. Like I gotta keep going. Like I can't stop. I cannot stop. I gotta keep going. Like don't stop. So that's what I gotta do, man. But yeah, like I said, blood pressure sucks because I've had my blood pressure out of control before and I almost died from it because my doctor said, yeah, you should be dead with how bad your blood pressure is. Like, yeah, I don't even know how you're still alive. Like, you know, she literally told me that. You know, I felt terrible knowing that I let myself go that hard because my numbers were just out of control. And she says you need to lose weight and you need to be on medication right now. You know, but my blood pressure is like slightly elevated. It's not terrible. It's not it's not great, but it's not bad. It's like it's okay. So it's something where it's like you can it's manageable. So I gotta take it a step further. But overall, it's just if I do all this, everything will start showing up positive. Overall, my health will improve. All my symptoms will go away. All my problems will go away. You know, and then I'll just feel better. You know, I want to live. I honestly want to live till I'm 80 at least. I don't want to drop dead at like 50. You know, I don't want to dread that. I want to be able to go, hey, I'm going to live till I'm 80, 90 years old. You know, just eat right because I have people in my family that died in their 50s because they didn't take care of themselves. They just let themselves go to hell and they just stop caring. And I I worry about that. I don't want to stop caring. You know, I want to care about myself. Where I actually like, hey, I don't want to end my life early because I'm not taking care of myself. I'm just saying, man, I'm 42, so I'm still young. You know, I still have plenty of years left. I'm at my halfway point. So there's still and also I like, hey, I still games I want to play. I still want to travel the world. I want to visit. I want to visit Europe. I want to visit Japan. I want to visit a good amount of the United States. You know, I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go. Go to I'd like to go to Jamaica. Just just enjoy my life. You know, it's like, hey, I'm trying to save up for my future. And what's the point of having a future if you're just in poor health and you just stay home all day? That's not good. You know, it's nice when you have good energy level because it makes everything else you enjoy more enjoyable. Because believe me, when I'm in good health and I'm playing games, I could focus better. I'm more engaged with what I'm doing. You know, I definitely feel it enhances my mood. Also, you're a lot more positive because when you're in poor health, you tend to be very negative because you don't care. You stop caring about yourself. Realizes when you're in good health, you think a lot more positive, which is good for you. It's good to think positive. You know, not positive like not like cancerous positive. I know there's like toxic positivity. That's not good. Don't fake it. That's not good. But when you're legit, you feel good about yourself. You know, you feel accomplished. You feel proud. You feel like, hey, I feel good. That's good positivity. You know, it'll reflect on your health. It reflects on your attitude, your mental and your physical health, emotional health. But yeah, I definitely want to visit places when I hit like 45. I'd like to be like 45 years old and good, in fairly good health, like around 220, even hell, even 250. My my uh, my doctor was like, hell, she goes, if you were even 250, um, you would be good. Like you at least be, you'd be a little fat, but you at least, 100 pounds lost would make a significant improvement in their life. Like you would be loads of time, way better. Like you would be such a night, you'd be a completely different person. And I believe it. Even if it didn't reach my goal. 220 is my goal. That's where I ultimately need to be. If I can hit 220, I'd be where I'm at my ideal weight, like slightly above. I think like 210 or 200 is like my true ideal weight, but 220, just a little bit of cushion. She goes, that'd be fine. You'd be perfectly healthy. As long as you eat right and take care of yourself. But if I even she said if you got to 250, like you lost 100 pounds, that'd be an accomplishment for you. You would look really good. Be a little chubby, but and then you just got to work on getting those extra pounds off. But yeah, it's just working on it, man. I gotta work on it. So I gotta make that promise to myself and nobody else. This isn't for my dad. This isn't for my mom. This isn't for my friends. This is for me. This is and I think something will change. I just gotta stick with it. That's what I'm more worried about. I think I'm definitely gonna follow through. I just sticking with it is what I worry about. Am I gonna stick with it? So that's where I need to push myself is the test. Will I stick with it? Oh, I know. Yeah, less stress on your heart, less stress on like your vital organs, my liver, my kidneys, my muscles. It does. I don't have to put so much pressure in my bones. That's definitely a lot less stress. And I probably wouldn't have these issues. I bet you I wouldn't be anemic. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't be close to die. I wouldn't be borderline diabetic. I'd be pre-diabetes. Getting borderline pre-diabetes. I need to stay away from that shit. It's just like if I had lost all this weight and ate right and drank more water and exercise, I wouldn't have this problem. I'd probably have none of. I probably wouldn't even be taking medication because I'd be okay. I'd maybe be on like a small dose of like for heart medication, probably a very small dose if I lost 100 pounds. I definitely would not have to take anywhere near as much as I have to now. But also too, just feeling tired. When you do work and you're just tired, and I'm just like, man, I shouldn't be this tired this quick. I was lifting like several cases of water today. It was like 20 cases of water. They're heavy, so I was carrying those from my car to the store to the car and back from my mom's house to her house, and then from my car to my house. So I was getting a workout. And I was just like, yeah, I shouldn't be this tired already. I should be like, oh, I'm a little knocked out, but I'm good. Like I can do more. You know, but yeah. But wish me luck. That's all I can say. Wish me luck and hope I whip this thing in the ass. And I do it myself. You know, I do it and I come through. So I'm gonna try my best. Really gonna try this time. I need to. So for myself. So I don't want people worrying about me because this is I get my friends scared because my family's scared because they're like, you know, like, are you okay? You know, you're not sick, are you? You know, it's like, you know, because they get worried about your health. They don't want to see you have a heart attack or go into surgery, or you know, they don't want to see you, you know, at a young age, you know, being in the hospital because you can't take care of yourself. Like I shouldn't be this way. I should be like, oh man, you look great, you know. Oh man, you know, you're really taking care of yourself. Like, oh man, I'm so proud of you. Like you actually, you know, give a shit about yourself. And like, yeah, it's good to love yourself. You know, don't and again not give in to that negativity. You know, have more positivity because I know I can be a negative Nancy really bad, especially when I'm not when things like with especially with games. Lately, I've been very negative with games because I don't like a lot of direction games are going. So I need to focus my energy into something else instead of bad games or games that piss me off. You know, I need to put my negative energy into something positive. So, because I don't want to stop playing games, I really don't. But I am taking them like a step back from games a little bit. You know, I'm never going to stop playing them. You know, I will always play video games. That'll never stop. You know, I don't think that's ever going to change. I will always play video games till the day I die. I don't think that's ever going to stop. It'll always be my pastime. It's always a part of who I am. You know, I will never give it up. But I will say I don't play as much. I mean, even look at Yom. Yom doesn't stream as much as he used to. He streams a lot less now. But I know he was getting bored too. Like he didn't seem very happy when he was streaming. He looked really bored. Like kind of, I understand how he feels. But you know, obviously for me, it's health reasons. So now it's like, oh well, I got. Oh, it is. It is. Like gaming is part of my life. You know, I don't think it's a waste of time. I think that's my escape from reality. That's the way I escape. But the problem is, I invest too much time into it, and I need to put more time into my health. You know, there's nothing wrong with putting time into video games. Like I can technically play every day, but I shouldn't. But at the same time, there's no reason for me to play every day because there's nothing I really need to play really bad. You know, like I'll play games on the weekend. You know, I'll if I want to get my fix in, it'll be on the weekend. Let me play on the weekend. The weekend is when I will play games. That to me is that's the time you play games. And it's the weekend. That's when it's time. But during the weekday, you know, it's like, hey, it's work. Taking care of business. I don't have a lot of things to do during the week because I don't really go out anywhere. I don't do errands during the week really, unless it's something I really want to do. So during the week, it's pretty much exercise. It's sleep in, and I can sleep in because I don't need to go anywhere. So I get my 8 hours sleep. I sleep till noon. I can go eat breakfast at 12:30. Go ride my bike, or do some bike riding in the gym, and then at 1 o'clock, I'll come back, rest for 30 minutes, and then I'll go. Hey, let's go do our walk. Spending 45 minutes to an hour, go doing our walk, and then after that, I come back home at 3 o'clock, and I relax. I go take a shower, relax for like an hour, and then get ready for work. And just rinse repeat. I mean, honestly, that's what I should be doing. You definitely want to get your, I need at least 7 hours sleep to be comfortable. 7 hours is perfect for me. I think 7, 8 if I'm sleepy. 7. If I get 7 hours all the time, I'm very rested. So I don't need usually more than 7, unless I didn't sleep very good last night. So I'm probably gonna sleep 8 tomorrow. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'll probably sleep in. But you know what? When I wake up, it's like, okay, time for my doctor's appointment. Time for my eye doctor appointment. Let's go do that. Okay, I'm done with that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go do some exercise. I'm gonna go somewhere. Maybe I'll go to the mall. I used to do that sometimes. Just go to the mall, and I walk the mall for like an hour. Just walk, just walk all over the mall. Like, you know what? I haven't been to the mall in a long time. Let's go see what the mall's like. Just go to the mall. I'll go to like, you know, um, the mall in Carson, or go to Torrance Mall, the mall in Torrance, and then I would just walk around, and then I would, get air conditioning, and just like, hey, this is cool. Get to look at the stores while I'm walking around, and get some exercise. And then, the day you look at the day, like, oh, it's already 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Okay, time to go home, relax, and then play games, and then chill for a bit, or you know chill for a bit, do something, or maybe take care of something small. Eat my light dinner, and then that's usually what I do. I'm like, on the weekend, I'll get up around 11. I'll take my shower, eat breakfast, and then I'll go run out, do my errands for like 5 hours, go visit my mom, help her, come back home around 5, 6 o'clock, eat dinner, and then if I need to take another shower, I will. And then around 7, 8 o'clock, I stream till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then it's day's done. Yeah, I don't function too well when I only have like 3, 4 hours of sleep. I do not function very well. I get really groggy. I usually, like yesterday, I slept about 4 hours, 4.5. So I could take a nap right now for sure if I want to, but I don't need to. I'm awake, but I could take a nap. But I figured, no, you know what? I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna push myself all the way until 3 o'clock, and then I'm like, hey, it's time for bed. I'll get a nice 7, 8 hours sleep. I'll be rested for tomorrow. I'll take my vitamins, eat my health, eat my oatmeal, you know, and then go do my doctor's appointment. Like I just need to get into this routine of doing things productive. Just being more productive, just being better to myself. Once I got that down, I think everything. I think my life in general will be, my quality of life will increase. And then when you guys see me, you're like, oh, he looks a lot happier. Or he sounds really good. He's so full of energy. Because I used to like stream and people like see how excited I was. And like, oh man, this guy's awesome watching him stream. He loves what he plays. I like sharing that energy with people. When you really like something, you share it with others and you show how much you're passionate you are about it. But when you're not feeling good and you're kind of in a negative mood, you kind of don't share that side of you. You always kind of share the negative side. People kind of don't want to be around you, and I don't want to like scare my friends away. They don't want to be around me anymore. Because sometimes I feel like I push people away from me that way, where they don't want to be around me because they feel like my negativity is a little too toxic. And people don't want to be around toxic people. So I'm generally not a bad person. I actually do like people. I just feel that because I'm unhappy, I reflect that to others. So people, kind of like, yeah, his energy's kind of negative. I don't want to be around him. Like a lot of people that used to watch me stream don't watch me anymore. They stopped watching. But also at the same time, I feel like there's some people I stopped watching myself because of toxicity. Like, I'll be honest, like, I don't watch a lot of fighting game player streams anymore because I feel like a lot of those people seem as kind of toxic. Also, I feel like those people don't give a shit about me anyway. So I just like, what's the point of seeing you and hanging out with you? You don't care about me. So it's like, what's the point of hanging out with you? You don't give a shit about whether I exist or not. You don't even talk to me when I talk to you, and you kind of just ignore me. So I just like, so it's like, and then I feel like the people that they're around is they just want to follow people that are famous. I see that a lot. Like people will just be friends with people because they're famous. I'm like, you know what? Like, get the fuck away from me. Like seriously. Like I don't need. I'm sorry because I'm not a celebrity or somebody a famous fighting game streamer because I win tournaments and I go to events because I'm so good at the game. I'm sorry. I'm not that person, and I feel it makes me feel like I just feel it gets me upset because I just think what, don't talk to me, man. It seems like the only reason like you're looking for is you're just looking for somebody to follow because you want to be like a fanboy for someone famous. Like I don't know if they're trying to leech off them so they get famous, or oh I want to be just like him. I mean, it's good to have people you look up to, but at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just worship people that are famous just because of the title, just because of their status. That's all they care about is their status. It's like, oh, if you have status, well, I'll pay attention to you. Otherwise, I won't pay attention to you. And I feel like there's a lot of streamers that do that. They literally will not give you the time of day or look at you unless you're famous. So it's like, you know what? Why am I around people like that? It's toxic. So I just dropped a bunch of people that are like that. They literally don't even look at me or care about me. I dropped like majority of the FPS, the fighting game stream people. I only talked to like one now. All the other ones I dropped. It's like they don't look up to me. They think I don't think they think very little of me. So I'm not famous. So they just look at me like, oh, it's just a waste of space. So I just like, you know what? Get the fuck away from me. Just leave me alone. Yeah, there's a lot of fanboys. So I got those, fanboys that follow. Oh my god, you're my god, you're Markiplier. I mean, it's good to look up those people. Like they're cool and all. Like Maximilian. Like everybody and their mom loves Maximilian, but you go to his stream, it's cancerous. It's just blah 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 blah. It's just fucking wall of text, fanboy bullshit, and it's just like I don't want to be around that. It does. It's not fun. Like, why do you want to be around that negativity? It's just it's a wall echo chamber of just you know dick riding Maximilian for attention. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I like Maximilian as a person. Like, he seems alright. He seems like a nice guy. I've met the guy in real life. So, obviously, he's a busy guy. He's too busy. He doesn't have time to talk to people like me. And that's why a lot of times I don't want to deal with people like that because there's no reason for me to talk to those people because well, they have there's no benefit to them to talk to me. So to me, it's like hell. Even me trying to say hi to them, it's like they're like, hey, like, hey, I'm busy. Like, I understand they are busy. They have a schedule. They have way too many people that want to talk to them. Important people they want to talk. Like when you're a celebrity, there's no time to chit chat. I just feel like, you know what? They're in a different world. They're in a world of the famous. Like the famous hang around the famous. They don't hang around Joe Blows like me. So I don't belong in their world. So it's just like, hey, you know what? You do your own thing. I'll do my own thing. Like I don't really hang around celebrities or anything like that. Like in a way, I kind of push them away from me because I just don't see my type commingling with their type. Like I can't really talk to any famous people. Like it's hard. Like I feel like we can't connect on a level because it's there's too much work, too much social status, too much. There's so many little things that are riding on the line for them, and it's like, why am I wasting my? There's no reason for them to waste their time with me. So it's just like, you know what, dude? it's cool. Whatever, man. I just kind of go my own way. Like I met Ed Boon for God's sakes. Who's the creator of Mortal Kombat. I met him in real life. Really cool guy. He's actually surprisingly very humble. I wanted to get to know him better, but he didn't have time. He was just like we talked for about surprisingly talked over 30 minutes, and we were just joking around and stuff. And but after a while, he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry, dude. I can't keep. I got stuff to do." And I understand he's a busy guy. He's got a tournament to run. He's got events to host. It's like, hey, man, it's cool, man. I mean, it's cool. I got to meet him. It was an honor. But at the same time, I realized that yeah, he's got his own problems. Yeah, I'm like that too. I prefer small streams. I prefer small gatherings. I don't like Anime Expo, for example. I can't stand Anime Expo now. I think it's terrible now. It's so abundant. If I feel more lonely than ever when I go to an anime con that big. I really feel like it's like Maximilian Stream. It's just a wall of text. It's like there's so many people there. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm good, man. This is too many. I feel like it's not even about the people anymore. It's just about waiting in lines and then getting merch. It's like if you want to deal with that shit, I don't. Like the con is like part of the experience of going to an anime con is the people, and I feel like that kind of goes out the door when it's so many people there. I don't feel like people commingle in the same way. They don't like when you kind of appreciate it more when it's small because you realize that hey, there's not as many people, so obviously you only have a select amount of people to talk with. So I feel like that's more meaningful. It definitely was more vocal when cons were smaller, like when they were really tiny, like 1,000 people max. Those were good days. Those were good times. Got to know a lot of people. Like everybody was really close to me. But now it's like, yeah, there's just too many people now, and I don't give a shit about, Joe, Bob, Mary, whoever goes there. So I'm just like, I don't even want to be part of it anymore. It's not fun because I feel all I do is just wait in lines all day. It gets so boring. You spend more time. You spend. What's up, Sunset? How you doing? You spend more time waiting in line than you do fucking doing things at the event. So I don't want to deal with that shit. That's why I stopped going to those. My last anime con. Well, my last con was in 2019 when I went to Arc River. It wasn't that many people. I think like 2,000 or 3,000. It wasn't too many. That was actually a decent size con. It wasn't. I liked. It felt like a smaller scale con, which was nice. And I got to see people I knew from Twitch. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I got to meet the owner of Arc System Works. Got to meet like three or four people that stream on Twitch. I saw one of my favorite artists there. Um, her name's Shu Now. She doesn't. She's not on social media anymore. She deleted her account. She was having like real cute girl. Like I thought she was super cute. Cute little Korean. I think she's Korean. Anyway, I was like, damn, she's cute, man. I was like, holy shit. Like, she had a boyfriend, but I was like, I found out like she kind of just fell off the planet, and then I heard basically social media was just making her into a bad person. Like I know a lot of people they drop social media because they just how cancerous social media is. But you know what? I'm done. I don't want to be around this cancer. It's fucking terrible. Like it's so much negativity. Like I can't focus on my work. I can't. It's just driving me up the wall. So they just basically say, you know what? I'm done. I'm deleting all my social media accounts. I don't blame people for doing that. I really don't. I can totally see why they do it. It's like, hey man, you're probably a better person for it. So there's times where I look at Twitch, man. I'm just like, fuck, man. I look at Twitch, I'm like, or Twitter, and I'm just like gagging because how bad it is. Like, holy fuck, and it just gets me angry. It's really emotional. I'm like, you know what? Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Just act like it's not there. I do like finding things out on Twitter, but I do feel that there's times where you get stuff extra that you don't need, like the drama and bullshit, and in the end, you get, especially with politics. God, politics on social media is so bad. Not fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, I agree. I think social media is definitely way too cancerous for its own good. It's definitely needs to not exist. I personally think social media needs to calm down like a lot. It's definitely turned us into very antisocial people. Like I'm less social now than I used to be when I was younger. But it's also usually people that get older are less social. Usually, it's just normal to be less social because you're comfortable with who your group. Like I have my group of friends that I have like 50 or so friends, so I'm comfortable with that group of friends. So I don't feel the need to meet new people at all. But I don't mind meeting new people. I can make new friends, but I don't really go out of my way. It's not something I just don't do it. Like I'll do it if the opportunity's there, sure. But for the most part, yeah, there's I know. Also, I can kind of tell when I don't like somebody. I can just it just I kind of get that sixth sense about people where I'm just like, yeah, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. Your attitude or your way of view, like we're gonna butt heads. We're just not gonna get along. Like there's people in like other people's chats that I can't stand, and I just stop going to those channels because those people drive me nuts. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're cool, man. Just you know what? I'm gonna go. There's just their chemistry just doesn't work. So it's best I just move on. I just like my friends, like they say, you need to learn to cut out the cancer in your life. Just there's people I knew I used to be friends with that I'm not friends with anymore because of the way they are, and I realize that it's for the best. You just cut ties with them and just go, hey man, I wish you best, but we need to go our own ways. Like I'm sorry, you're not helping me emotionally. You're not helping with my health. I'm getting too much negative vibes from you, and you just need to basically say, hey, I need to cut ties. We're done. I mean, it sucks when you tell that to somebody that's hurtful, but it's just like, hey man, there's just people you just gotta cut out of your life. I've already cut out like three friends out of my life. Like one of them was pretty close, and then the other two was, well, they did me wrong, and I was like, you know what? Have a nice day, man. Just leave me alone. And you just don't say anything. And some people is like, man, you're just a terrible person. Like you need to get away from me. Like, hey man, don't call me anymore. Like don't talk to me anymore. Just leave me alone. I know it's kind of weird saying that, or just kind of like giving people the clue that, hey man, I don't like you. Like I'm sorry. I know it sounds really hurtful when you tell that to somebody, because it's like, damn, you're just being cold hearted as shit. But it's just the truth, it's like you make my life hell. Like I'm miserable when I'm around you. I have to constantly bite my tongue, hold all my emotions in like I'm a ticking time bomb, and I'm just gonna blow up. And we realize that, hey, you can't do that. It's not healthy. Yeah, I mean, most of my friends I haven't. I mean, we kind of keep our own. Like like a lot of my friends, we don't talk as much anymore, but they do their own things. It's not that we can't hang out. We can. I definitely try to keep in touch. Call them at least once a month. See how they're doing. Like, hey, how's it going, guys? Is everything okay? I tell them, hey, let's schedule a hangout like, every other month. I try to. Like I haven't hanged out with my other group for like 4 or 5 months, so I want to set something up for next month. Like let's hang out, dude. Like let's see, we haven't seen each other in a long time. I know there's probably not too much to talk about, but it's nice to just catch up and just say, hey, man, I haven't forgot about you. Just, people move on. People have priorities on other things. I understand. You do what you want to do. That's just honestly what happens. Just do what you want to do. Humans are selfish creatures, so obviously we want to do what we got to do, or just we have responsibilities that we have to take care of. I'm not married, so I don't have that problem. I have time to see my friends. It's just, it's making time. I try to make time. Like I've been trying to do better. That's another thing I'm working on my health is my social skills. Just being more social and not bottling up. Just like it's not that I'm afraid to get hurt. It's just I feel like there's nothing really to talk about when you're an adult. You're kind of boring because I am a boring person. So look at what you've been doing. I'm like working, taking care of my house, helping my mom, putting money into my savings, investing in the stock market, and that's all I do. And I eat shit and sleep. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. It's like, what do you do for entertainment? Like everybody knows what I do. Like I play games, I watch anime, I watch movies. That's all I do. That's my entertainment. I don't do much else. I really don't. I really don't do anything else because I'm not interested in a lot of things. To me, it's like I know these are my things that I'm interested in. I play different games. I'm definitely trying to play different things just to experience new things because, like, I've been trying different genres because I don't, there's certain genres I don't play. I'm like, let me just play something. Maybe something will trigger. Something. Oh, you're playing something that you normally don't play before. Maybe you'll actually like it. It's again, just kind of open your mind a little bit. Bowling ball. Anywho's. Yeah, it looks like Meow went to sleep. I don't think he's awake anymore. Just talked to him for a bit, but he didn't even say anything after he said what he said earlier. He just went, I'm out of here, going to bed. Yep. So you're heading out, Crythorn? You're gonna go to sleep? I'm assuming that's what you meant by what you said in the last statement. You're going to sleep. Because it started off weird and it went into every night I close my eyes, the head turns into a bowling ball. So I'm going to go to crash. I'm like, so you're going to sleep then? Assuming that's what you mean. You're going to bed. But, all right, man. See you later. I'm gonna play before the night right now for the rest of the night. And I'm gonna go to sleep myself. All right, we're done with Freedom Planet right now, so let's play this for the meantime. I do this for the next 2 nights, and then I'm gonna get ready for Little Witch Nobita on Thursday. Twitch. I'll meet on Thursday. Thursday night. Yeah, it comes out Wednesday night. Wednesday night at midnight. Wednesday into Thursday at midnight. Can't wait for that game. I'm so excited. All right. Alright, let's play this game. A bit longer game, but pretty short. It's cool though. $7 is not bad. I honestly, I didn't know I was that close to the end. I only had like, only had like, what, 15 minutes of playtime?
What?
It was like 3 hours. About 4 hours long. Okay, not bad. It's pretty good. Not bad. It's, like I said, it's a little short. But it's cool. It's it for for a $7 game. I enjoyed it. I like the visual style the most. The visual style that really got me into the game. I love how it looks. The gameplay is nothing like extraordinary, you know. It serves its purpose. As far as like anything revolutionary, not really. It's cool. It's the opposite view. The animals are the humans and the humans are the animals. At the end of the game, it becomes the other way around. Yes, I do like the designs. It's cool. It was fun. So, it's, Alright, so next, I don't really have much left to play. I had to finish the bench sheet yesterday. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Finish the bench sheet. I think I'm pretty close to this game. Yeah, I think that might be my next game. I'll do this tomorrow. Finish it to bench sheet. I think I'm on chapter 5. I think there's like 7 chapters. I know I don't have much left to wait tomorrow for, but I could put this in the rest. Then after that, I want to play Hell Singer. I'm not gonna do that till later, probably. I mean, I could try getting it tomorrow. We'll see. I do want to play that game. That game looks pretty sick. I love the music. Let me check something right now. Because I was probably going to call it early tonight. Let's see. Trying to see if anybody has any footage of the new Chaos Food. Doesn't look like anybody has it. I'm not seeing anybody streaming it. I streamed it. Just pictures. Stream and nobody. I don't think anybody got any footage. Nobody. Oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping to stream Chaos Code next to now, and I'm like, oh, let's do it on next stream for that, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So, but, it's 12:15. Like I said, I gotta get up at 11, 12 tomorrow. Oh, actually, yeah, I gotta get up at 11 tomorrow. I got a I don't do the appointment tomorrow. It's 12:20. So I gotta leave the house. I gotta leave the house around 11:30 because it's over way at Burp and not Burbank. Let's go trying to think of Torrance. To the Torrance. So yeah. It's gonna take me at least 30 minutes to get there. Depending on traffic, it's like 30 minutes, 30 minutes. So I'll make sure I get there a little early. I shouldn't be there very long. Maybe like an hour max. He's probably gonna tell me, "Oh, your eyes are fine," and that'll be it. As far as anything else, yeah, like I said, we're just waiting on the Witch Nobita. It's next on the list right now. planned the crap out of that on Thursday, Wednesday. Start Wednesday night, Thursday. It's when midnight hits Wednesday to Thursday. That's when that comes out. So I'll be streaming that Thursday and Friday. I'll be playing. I'll probably be playing it more than that. Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because I got 4 days off. So I gotta work 3 days, or 4 days, and I'm off 4 days. Work 4 days, and then I'm off another 4 days. That's the drill. So, anyways, I'm gonna go chill right now. Like I said, I wanted to stream the rest of what do you call it, Da Vinci, but you can do that tomorrow. It's not something I need to do right away. Let's do that tomorrow. Probably, like I said, I'll probably be on like around 7 or so. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing my walking and doing my going to the gym. Start doing bicycling. I need to start doing that again. I need to get more active. I need to start losing this weight, taking care of my health. So, but I'll still stream on the weekends. Just like I said, tonight I didn't sleep much yesterday. I only slept like 4 hours, so I am kind of tired. I mean, I could stay up longer, but I'm probably gonna go to bed early. Just get plenty of rest. I'll get a nice 8 hours sleep. And I'll sleep real good, and then tomorrow I'll be well rested, and then like I said, we'll play House of Da Vinci for the rest of the night, and then I'll look and see if I can get Hellsinger. I do want to try that out. That game looks super fun. I might play that tomorrow. We'll see. Kind of debating what I want to play next, but yeah, as of now, it's like that's pretty much it. It's just filler. Filler until we get into Little Witch. That's pretty much it. Anyways, I will see you guys later. You guys take care. Have a good night. So.